What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday, December 4th. This is our fourth day in our 31-day series of helping new photographers launch their business in January. It's just videos where I'm going to give tips of stuff that I wish I knew when I first started. Mistakes and just things that I wish people would have told me or I would have been able to find. Like I said, there's tons of videos on how to be a photographer, how to take take photos, how to do videography, how to master your lighting and stuff like that. But there's not a lot out there for business. There's not a lot out there that covers establishing your name, focusing on SEO, your social marketing and stuff like that. And that's what I hope to bring on these videos. But before we start that, I know yesterday I was talking about our think tank. These videos are off the cuff, so I don't practice these videos. I try to get through them as fast as I can without any mistakes. Sometimes I have a lot of bloopers, I have a lot of bloopers right now preparing for this video, and I'll share that later. But I was talking about our think tank, and I didn't give the credit to all my friends that I should have given credit to. So with that, we're gonna take care of that today. I'm gonna give the proper credit to the people that have helped me become better at what I do, whether it be photography-wise, business-wise, motivational-wise, or whatever the case. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna speak on them a little bit more in this video. Before we start our series, though, I'm gonna start off with Mario. Yesterday, I said Mario is just Mario. He's not. He's actually the biggest tech person on our group. This person knows the insides and outs of website domain. He knows how to build apps he's like our little Elon Musk of our group. So he's helped me with a lot of issues, either with my website design, laptops, and stuff like that. And he's the go-to person that I know I can just go to at all times, and he's gonna help me get through that. Rafa Badillo. I said his name right. I've been moving his L in his name forward, so I've been calling him Rafa Badillo. His name is Rafa Badillo Photography. The boy is he's a badass photographer, like I said in that last video. He's the kind of photographer that takes his time on a shoot where you don't think you have the time. You know, when we go to shoots, we have a 2-hour limit. So we try to stay within those 2 hours because that, depending on the sun, if it goes down and this and that and all these other things, he's the type of photographer you wish you could be on a photo shoot to take your time and get these artsy types of photos. He'll take them like across the river, like far away, and you're like, damn, you took one photo and they're on a boat. I'm like, how do you get the time to do the photo on the boat? Come on now. But the boy's got talent. Fino, I can't say a lot about him because he's my best friend. He's going to be on this podcast with us once we get everything established and fixed and ready. And he is like a brother to me. He's been there for me through everything, every single thing. He's that one guy that you could just call and it's your brother. George Mantera, he helped me tons when I first started. He helped me be better at lighting. He helped me focus on what gear I need to do. I took all his broken gear and I fixed it. And that's when he realized I'm good with my hands at fixing things. So all his flashes and stuff like that he was gonna toss away, I took and I fixed. And I, built my own equipment off of his broken stuff. My brother Adam's the rock in my family. He's my best bro. He's helps me just get through my day. I think when times are tough, I think of my brother Adam, and he just lifts my spirits. And then now, last but least, we have the reason for this crown is for one of my good friends, the legendary, the master of photography, the one guy on the planet that can turn everything around, the legendary, the mysterious George Rodriguez. So, I didn't do that right. Hold on. Let me do it again. The legendary George Rodriguez. Cue the music. Hear ye, hear ye. I present to you George Rodriguez. He is not just a photographer. He is a lens wizard. He is the Picasso of pixels. Some people just take photos. He kidnaps the moment. He is so good with his lighting that the moon gets shy. This man can frame a photo better than Michael's. If George took a selfie, even the camera would be honored. He doesn't just take the photos, he takes their souls. His camera clicks are basically mic drops. Boom. He is the Beyonce of the shutter world. Flawless. And you're not just a closer, bro, but a business savant. His angles are so sharp, they could cut diamonds. This dude needs a Pulitzer in photography. So now that I got George covered, there you go. Take a screenshot of that. We got him taken care of. We can go ahead and move forward with what we're going to talk about. Like I said, I'm not going to try to edit all these photos. Whatever happens on it happens. They said, you know, they hassle me because the way I speak, sometimes I say some things and it's off the wall, you know, crazy or whatever. That's just me. That's just my personality. That's how I am. I can't be scripted. I can't live in the confines of this world of stuff. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, all my think tank friends. Thank you, George. I hope that got some kicks off of what I did right now, and it addresses your superiority in this photography world, bro. All jokes aside, I appreciate everything that y'all have helped me with. So moving forward, we're gonna go ahead and refocus the video back on what I've been trying to do, is help new photographers. It's not for the old vanguard. You know, everybody knows their photography stuff. Some people, if you learn something from these, great, you know, but it's for the new photographers coming in. I know we talked about foundation. We talked about your identifying your niche. We talked about your branding, a domain, going out there and researching your name before you create everything else, and then to find out someone owns your name already, preventing you from making that mistake. We talked about your portfolio, and then we talked about one of the most important things, which is your bio. It establishes who you are, and what you do. I think I got that right. I read that off the wall over here. I got some little notes on here, so bear with me. I'm trying to get better. In the photography world, today's topic is preparing for a slow start. It's preparing for the downtimes, preparing for when that cloud starts coming in. And we've all gone through that. You know, a lot of us, when we first start, we think that our photos are just gonna launch us into this beautiful new career of stuff, and all these opportunities are gonna come and people are gonna be booking you. Our friends and family are gonna support us. That's not the case. And I'm sorry to say that, but I wanna be as realistic as I can be with you. I don't wanna shine too much on something that doesn't happen. When you launch, all your friends and your family are gonna ghost. They're gonna be like, phew. And then you're thinking in your head, you know, all my friends are gonna support me with this business and stuff like that. And they don't. Well, maybe my family will. They don't. Only the certain few, the ones that truly believe in you and support you, will support, you know, come on and help you with your business and help it grow. When you start your business, a lot of these people are just gonna be like, hey, they're gone. And that's when you either make it or you break it. That's when, you know, depression sets in. That's when people start thinking, hey, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe this is not for me. And they just give it up. Like we said yesterday, that's when everybody starts selling their gear. And these other photographers take advantage of that and buy it on the cheap. So I'm here to help you not go through that. The first thing I did when I started my photography business was we launched and we just started doing photo shoots. And then it started coming in, and then it slowed down. And then I would be on all these groups, these photography groups, Photographers 101, beginning groups for photographers, and all these other groups. And what I found is you would post your stuff, and I accept criticism, constructive criticism. I don't accept rudeness. I don't accept disrespect. That's something I don't deal with. And I would be on these groups, and I wouldn't want to share my stuff because I would see these new people put their photos and they're proud of them. They're like, oh my God, yeah, look at this photo. I just did this. What do you guys think? And instead of people being, how can I say it, nice about things, they're just giving these rude comments, just completely destroying these people. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why people have to be so rude and arrogant and put some people down like that. It's okay to go in there and tell them, hey, you can use better lighting on your photo. Let me show you how. This is what I think. It's okay to do that, but it's not okay to go and bash somebody. We have a lot of keyboard warriors out there. We have a lot of people that don't have the backbone and that don't realize what you say on here, you better back it up in person. On our think tank, they were commenting on what I was saying about the little pot shots of people. And yeah, I take some pot shots at people, but I guarantee you the ones that I took those pot shots to, I charged them up individually on the side, either on the side chat or in person or both. These people know where I stand about them. These people know how I feel about them. I don't give their names on these videos because, why do that? But if you think some of these videos are about you and I haven't come to you personally, then they're not. The ones that know it's about them is because I charge them up on the side. So, getting back on track, I realized early that I was part of these groups that were just feeding me negativity, and I had to get away from that. So I went and I dropped out all these groups, and I went to these new groups that weren't photography based. And that's what I suggest to you. Find some groups of entrepreneurs and stuff like that. The think tanks that I'm in on the side of my main think tank are people that are not in the photography world. They help me focus on business, helping focus on building my own positivity and growing. And that is my biggest tip for today for you. Find a group of individuals that are going to support you. If you're on a group that they're constantly bashing you, get away from that. Step away from something to build something. Like this, I know, like I said, I might not be someone's cup of tea. I know I stutter on a lot of words and stuff like that. But this morning I was listening to Les Brown, and Les Brown, I can relate to him. When he first started, he was in elementary or middle school. Don't quote me, like I said, the history, I might get it all jarbled up, but his teacher believed in him. One day he said, hey, we'll go to that board and write something on that board. And he told the teacher, he's like, hey, you know what? I can't. And the teacher was like, why? He's like, I'm educably mentally retarded. Someone put that in his head that he was that way. And that teacher said, don't ever say that about yourself. Someone else's opinion of you does not become your reality. Or it's not your reality. And now Les Brown can speak beautifully. I mean, he motivates you. He pushes you. Another thing is it's going to take time. This stuff, it's going to take a long time. Another one of his famous speeches that he does is the bamboo speech. The Chinese bamboo takes 5 years for it to grow. And what happens is within the first 5 years, you're not going to see anything. You're not going to see anything come from the ground that you're planting. And that's hard, to look at something and keep planting, keep watering it and keep feeding it and not seeing any kind of results. It's hard. On its 5th year of being just covered in dirt, it sprouts up 90 feet tall. Then he follows up and he's like, hey, so the question is, did it take 5 years for that bamboo to grow, or did it take 90 days? It takes 5 years for it to grow. So you're not going to see a lot of results sometimes. But keep planning, keep feeding your SEO, keep feeding Google, keep feeding your website, keep building and building and building. And then that's gonna grow. So hang in there. That's my tip. I don't have a lot of stuff on what to do for it, but my thing today was just keeping you positive, keeping you sharing the reality of stuff, that it's going to take time. And we'll just keep going at it. Just like these videos, it's going to take time for me to be better. It's going to take time for me to speak more eloquently. And, hopefully this video is for somebody. If it wasn't, can't help it. It's always for me. If I reach that one person. Today, someone sent me a message and they told me that they loved my pond theory, fishing in the same pond, and they're gonna expand and go into the DFW market instead of doing some other stuff. So thank you very much for that. One person, you just gotta reach out one person, and hopefully that just multiplies on its own. So thank you for watching this video. Like I said, this is going on YouTube. I pop it on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook just for giggles. But follow us over there. And until tomorrow, deuces.